rotate device. You know what? I did that. And we're live, folks, just so you know. We're getting set up. Give us just a second. And we'll get this. It tells me to rotate the device. I'm rotating the device. Let me turn around so you at least know it's me. All right. Oh, we having difficulties this morning. Let me do it like this. Nope. She's being stubborn, y'all. Saying rotate the device. And then she's telling me it's locked. Y'all, my device is locked. I don't know why they're doing this to me today. Let's see. On the Ohio River, and it's not the river. And let me see. Rotate this where it's going to show better. It says rotate device. I've been rotating the device. It's not working. It's a little hot out here, y'all. Woo, we having issues. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll do it that way and back. No, it just it thinks my camera's wrong if I hold it that way. So we're going to do it this way today. I'm going to have to adjust my stand over here to compensate for that. And let's see if we can get some things. No, it's not going to let me rotate it. Right now we got a barge coming down through here on the other side of the river. And I am in between, if you joined us yesterday, oh my goodness, you don't even want me to do it that way. So, in between Owensboro and Hallsville, Kentucky. Now, we fished in Owensboro yesterday and had everything possible that we could go wrong. Yeah. As many, if you didn't see that episode, you missed absolutely nothing except the hilarious situations I was dealing with. I had the boat, the Pinta, one of Columbus's boats. It's a replica. It's down there in Owensboro right now for visiting. And it's going to be there for, I don't know, a while. But anyway, we've got this like this. I don't know how this is going to do as far as being live and chatting. If somebody just gives a thumbs up or hello or something like that. And I'm hoping we're getting a decent signal down here as well. But if somebody just go in there live and hit hello or something, that would be great. Let me see. Top chat, live chats, all messages visible. All right. All right. Anyway, we're down here. We're set up. I've got 3 rods in the water so far, folks. And they're right here. I got a 4th one down there. And I told you yesterday that I was going to bring a specialty bait. I haven't hooked that one up yet. But I went out yesterday and got a little bit more bait. I did catch fish yesterday, y'all. I did. Now, give me just a second. I'm going to bake this up. We'll get this thing kicked off here. I'm a little volunteer. Woo. All right. Well, that volunteer, then he said no. All right, so I hope this video is working out right. Good morning. I got a thumbs up there. Appreciate it. Morning, guys. Let's go. Well, I mean, yeah, I am not even gonna be able to prove I caught fish yesterday. Hold on. All right, he's in the sand. Went out, caught some bluegill yesterday. I've got some live bluegill. I'm gonna put him on a hook. It might be our secret weapon today. We're hoping this barge is going to give us a barge bite. And then I'll be back with you guys. All right, we're gonna set this up. There we go. All righty. Woo! Nasty hands, nasty hands. No, nasty fish. All right, so let me get this ready to go out there. Doesn't have a whole lot of weight on there other than the fish. I'm not weighting him, so I hope this cast's all right. And wasn't perfect. Wasn't perfect. I was trying to look for a little light bit of sinker out there to put on it, and everything I've got is too heavy. So I'm pretty much just going with him, and we'll see what happens there. All right, so put that out there, then I'm gonna open this up. So if he wants to freely swim around, or if something grabs him, he's good to go. All right, put a little slack in that line. I'm just gonna let him run around out there and try and draw some attention. All right. Now, the other baits, what I've got going on right now, I've got night crawler on one. I've got, what do I got right here? I've got chicken breast on another one in the middle here. And I've got skipjack, a chunk of skipjack on this third rod. I fan casted them out. Got my bluegill down that way, swimming around. And I'm on the Ohio, as I said. There is a flat out here, okay? And it goes for a good piece before it starts dropping off. And so I've cast out just where that drop is, because this flat is really flat. I don't think I'm gonna get, you know, being 9 o'clock, the super early fish scavenging up on the flats. So I'm hoping to catch something. It's coming off the flat, or maybe down in that drop, down in there is what I'm hoping to get. Now I do have one or two that have casted out a little further depth, and thumbs up, guys. Let's hope this works today, because we had the worst conditions yesterday. As you know, if you watched yesterday, you already know all the stuff I was dealing with. I was literally fishing just 2 rods yesterday. I thought, okay, I'm gonna have the law down here any moment running me off, because they have that boat, the Pinta, right there where I was fishing. And I had to drive through where the entrance of people buying tickets to get on the boat would be. All right, so they weren't open when I went down there, and I had seen another fisherman down there early too, but just as I was pulling off, he left. Now, he did tell me he had not had any success down there for a while. So I thought, well, you just brightened my day and got my hopes up. But so I went down there to fish, and went on, got set up, constantly looking over my shoulder, just knowing I was going to be run off at any time. I only soaked 2 baits. We had a barge come by, or a tug, right? And the tug came in, and literally he was 25 yards away from me. Now this is as I was setting up, and he bumped the bank there, and he sat there for a while, and then turned around and went on down. I thought, okay, he's just looking at the Pinta, right? So I went on and got fishing, and as you all saw later, that boat tug come on back down. He pulled up there and pulled right up there and stayed there for a while. Now I think he did take on a couple new crew while he was there, but he was there for a while. He was there for a minute, as y'all saw, just with the motor going and churning and everything else. And we had all the tourists coming in on the bus, by the bus loads at times, to come check out that boat. It was a hard day, y'all, and it was hot. And you know, it is what it is, as they say, right? So you deal with what you've got. But we're hopeful. Like I said, we've moved down the river, and I hope this is streaming all right, guys. Is this buffering or anything? Anybody having any problems? But oh man, you're jealous. You got to work. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's awesome. You're making that money though, right? So that's good. But we're down here on the bank. Like I said, we're doing this for the whole week. We're bank fishing in 5 different spots. Now, as many of you know, bank fishing has and comes with its own difficulties, right? Of trying to find a good spot. Let me set this mic up a little bit better here. Of trying to find a good spot. All right. That is difficulty 1 for a lot of people. Now, think about this. Now you're trying to bank fish, and you're trying to find a place where you can get Wi-Fi signal, right? So, so you won't be buffering, or so it'll show or play at all. And now YouTube's giving me this whole problem of my camera not wanting to flip right today. Go figure. All right. Thanks, YouTube. Thought I'd already settled a bunch of my issues from yesterday, and now YouTube's going to throw me another problem. Looks good on your end. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Everybody that is chiming in, I appreciate that. That's what it's all about. We come down here today, do a little fishing, but also do a little chatting with you guys. Now, I ran through yesterday. Oh. Guys, I'm going to turn it around. I don't know if y'all going to be able to see this. This center rod right here is, oh, there it was again. I don't think you can see the tips. Is the chicken breast. All right. This is chicken breast, and it's just had, there's another one. Little bitty taps. See that rod too twitching? Woo! Cross your fingers, folks. Right? Cross your fingers. There could be something after my bait. We might actually catch a fish today. Let's see. It could happen in the first few minutes of the show. That would be wonderful. We will take it. All right. Hopefully it's not just some little dink down there that's going to strip my line. But he's down there sampling the chicken breast. And but we've already had more action right now than we had all day yesterday. So I'll take that in a heartbeat. As I said, we are down from Owensboro, or excuse me, up from Owensboro on the river, in between Hallsville and Owensboro. Oh, folks, I just saw a twitch on this line right here. There it is. This is the skipjack chunk right here. Now, I do have my clickers on this thing. And so I don't know if some of these are just moving through real quick here. Maybe no bigger than the bites we got right there. They may be little ones just coming through and tapping the baits. But there it is again, a little twitch. Don't know if you guys can see this on your camera or not. You know, I need some thumbs up. I need some live, something. Yeah, that chicken breast does do the trick for sure. And it does work. It works great, y'all. If you've not tried it, I do like it better than chicken liver. Obviously, there's not the blood and this and that, but there's plenty of scent and stuff and oils in that chicken breast that the fish can find it. It does stay on the hook a little better, obviously, than liver as well. All right, y'all. Where'd they go? All right, there we go. He's back again. He done tapped it again over here, just barely. That's a decent sized chunk of skipjack too. So, and they're not trying to hit the gut pocket. I did cut the gut pocket out of there, so we're not getting little dinks just coming up there and trying to eat the insides out of the gut pocket and tapping it. There's still a lot of blood, a lot of oils and scent in that chunk. So again, they're able to find it. Now I'm just hoping that a big one can find it. You know, that's my thing. Somebody just hit me or ding me on the thing there. You didn't see the twitching? Okay. Yeah, they were just on this one. Now, the chicken had a little bit better taps a while ago. This one had one decent one on the skipjack, and then the other ones have been little subtle things. It's not a current pool or anything like that. It's actual taps from something down there nailing it. And woo, we're gonna let them sit there for a little bit longer and see what happens. You know, after your baits are hit so many times, you know, especially if it goes dead on you, you know you got to check those baits just to see if you've been robbed or not. And that's always possible. So, all right, there goes that chicken again. He's pulling a little bit, straightened that line out a little bit more. It had gotten slack a little bit. And that's that second rod. I do like, I don't know if any of you guys use these or not on these rod holders here. I do have one of those triple rod holders here. I don't know, again, how well you can see this with my camera being all flipped upside down and all this stuff. It's got 3 spots for your rods here. And I can't remember. I think I bought this at Cabela's, guys. And it's a wonderful purchase. You don't have your arms full of different rod holders packing them down here. Now, my mistake is, while I do own several rod holders, the mistake today was I didn't bring another one because I'm running 4 rods. That's right. So anyway, we've got a 4th one down here, right? And I had to find something to hold it. Now, me and my old buddy Vern, I've talked about him a few times, my old fishing buddy and school buddy and chum and hunting buddy and all this good stuff. We used to look for what we called forking sticks. That's right, forking sticks. Forked sticks that you would find along the bank or around a pond or something, to stick them in the ground and set your rods up there. I went all down through here, all this driftwood and all this stuff down through here. Not one that qualified to be used for my rods. So I did find down here a cinder block. If y'all can see that down there, part of a cinder block. And I said, you know what? That's going to work for today. So leave it to me to forget something. It happens all the time. Just so y'all know, while you're on here, tomorrow's fishing episode, I've got hopefully some good luck going to be with me tomorrow. And Miss Tammy is going to be joining me tomorrow for bank fishing. Give them a thumbs up for Miss Tammy there, y'all. And she's going to be here, and we'll see if she brings us some luck or not. Let's hope that is the case. Man, I really wish I had a little bit of weight I could put on that rod down there that has that bluegill on it, to be honest. So that would cast out a little better, get that sucker out there better. Because I'm just hoping something wants some live bait today and chomps down on it. I went and had to pick Miss Tammy up again. As y'all know, her truck is in the shop. We've had all kinds of wonderful luck with her boat being destroyed in the storm by branches. Her truck died the other day. Thank goodness, after we got all the wood and brush and all this cut and hauled off and taken out of there, after we got all that done, the truck died. So we got that in the shop. And then her daughter's car got a mirror taken out by a deer yesterday, as Miss Tammy's trying to get to work yesterday. And then, yes, I ended up heading to the fishing hole yesterday and took out a bird. So I don't know what was happening yesterday. But we've just been having the weirdest luck. So we're hoping whoever put this hex on us, this voodoo stuff, wears off soon, right? All right. Oh, we did get a thumbs up from Miss Tammy. Oh, yeah. All right. So that's fantastic, y'all. All right. This skipjack line, don't know if the current's pulled it really tight or whatever, but it's gone super, super tight. And that's probably the current. I'm not going to get too excited. I'm gonna have hopes, but I'm not gonna get too excited. All right. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all are having a good day, a good morning. Whether you're able to join me from work or you're at home on a comfy couch, maybe you're on a riverbank somewhere and you tuned in while you're waiting for your lines to jump. I'm really glad that you guys were able to kick in and join us. And yes, I'm glad we've been able to get a little chatting going today too. I can see the camera better, even though we got this weird angle. So is the video coming through okay? We're not buffering or anything like that, but with the angle of the camera being straight up and turned sideways, is that working out all right? You know, I'd like to know that. Y'all probably looking at a 2-inch little screen there. All right. But yeah, I did remember to bring me a little coffee this morning. All right, so it is hot, but it is morning time. So I'm gonna enjoy me a little bit of that here in a second. It does look rather warm at the moment. My old thermos there. All is good. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. Um, this thing, like I said, I try to turn this thing upright and or sideways so you can get a bigger, better view of things. And it just told me I need to flip it, need to rotate it. Well, I did have it rotated, and it wasn't registering. It didn't kick it in right today, and I have no idea why. We'll get all these bugs figured out by the end of the week. We'll have everything running perfect when our week is done. By the time it's done, we'll be a pro at it, and then the week-long episodes will be done. Now, if Miss Tammy can get that boat back tomorrow, like I said, we are going to do some bank fishing tomorrow. But after that show tomorrow, weather permitting and everything, and fingers crossed, and then we plan on getting driftwood out and hitting the water. Where I'm at is humid. Ooh. How hot do you say right now? Well, let me think about that. I'm gonna guess it's 80, low 80s right now with some humidity. Excuse me, with some humidity right now is what I'm thinking. But it's probably going to get up in the upper 80s or possibly the lower 90s today, I believe. I really didn't look at the forecast so much. I was looking mostly at the temperature-wise. I was looking at the wind and all this stuff. Now, I came down here yesterday, and I was a little disappointed this morning when I got down here. I came down here, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go down here, and this is where I'm going to fish tomorrow. I might be able to get a signal here, and there's a decent amount of bank going on and all that. And I come down here this morning, and the water was up a little bit more, it feels like, than what I saw. So I had less bank area, and it's like, but you know what? I've got enough to get down here, and so I thought, let's do it. All right. I am about to check those two baits for sure. I don't care. It is warm. That's good. That's good, y'all. I'm gonna set this. Got a log right over there for me. And all right, I'm gonna turn this around. 81. Humidity is about 68 in South Georgia. All right. We're going to be in September. Me and Miss Tammy are going to head down to the beautiful state of Georgia. We're going to go down to the Savannah Tybee Island area. I don't think we're going to be fishing. She's never been down there. We're going to stick her toes in the ocean, maybe do a little swimming. Sticking her toes in the ocean is the only thing Miss Tammy's done. She's got to see it for maybe 15 minutes or so approximately. She's never swam in the ocean. I love the Savannah, Tybee Island area. And I've been, to Florida many times. I've been to the Bahamas. I love the ocean. Got a lot of family in Florida, but we're going to go down to Savannah. A lot of beautiful places down there, and I'm excited that she gets to go down there and see that. I want her to see that. I'm excited for me. Let's be real. I want to get back down there to Savannah and Tybee, and do all the touristy things and so on down there. Really looking forward to that, and I want to share that with her. I think she is just really going to find it's really, really cool. And some of the food down there, there's some good cooking down there in Georgia right there, folks. I'm going to tell you. All right, enough gabbing. I'm going to get these baits out real quick, a couple of them on these rods. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. Maybe y'all can see the water. Maybe there is water out there, y'all. Maybe y'all can see things a little bit. I'm going to pull a couple of these in and check the baits on them. Again, I am using the 7000 Abu Garcia right here. Ooh, I think I still see bait on here. Now this has got my bling bling rig on too. Oh my gosh, look at there. Something was nipping at my bait, and chewing it to pieces. Now that could have been a turtle. It may have been a fish. I don't see really chunks like it was a gar. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I have plenty of bait. I'm gonna get rid of this piece right here. There was a big herring great herring down there. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna cut me another chunk, y'all. So I'm gonna set that right here. And I'm gonna grab me my skipjack. Now I intentionally set my cutting board away from me down there. So I'm gonna walk down here and cut this, and I'm gonna be right back. You guys keep an eye on my rods. Yes, it's nice in Savannah down there. Yeah, it is. I love it. It's beautiful. All right. Oh. Yeah. One reason I did that, I come down here and there's all these ants down here already all over my board, y'all. Woo! Trying to take over. Get another big old chunk. Cut that pocket out. Chum that water a little bit there. How's that? All right. Now, I think I'm going to give all those ants the rest of that big old piece of skipjack there. Sorry about showing you the backside there. I know. There's a lot to look at. It may not be pretty, but there's a lot to look at. All right, I'm going to hook this sucker up here. Hopefully. And again, anytime you put those live scaly fish on there, make sure you clear the scales off the point of your tip, because it will prevent a hookup. All right. Well, that was a good sign. We had something chewing on that bait. So I like that. We're going to freshen it back up and put it way out there. There we go. Come on. Don't do that. Why are we trying to be stubborn right here? Don't be showing yourself like that. You're on live TV. On all these YouTubers. All right. It happens to everybody, right? Okay. Sometimes it happens. All right, we're going to click that off and set that back down. We're now going to check that second one that had, what was this one? This was the chicken. I'm going to reel that one in. See how this bait looks, if there's anything on it. I'm feeling there's a little weight, so I'm going to guess the bait's still on there. But now it's got one of my spinner blade on. Oh, y'all, guess what? It does not. We've been robbed, y'all. They stole my chicken. Now here, again, if y'all haven't seen this, this is my bling, one of my blinged rigs that I'm using. Again, I've got the rattle on there. I've got beads on there. And I've got the spinner blade on there too, that if, especially you suspending, if you're suspending your rods or your reels, your baits, let's get that out. If you're suspending your baits, right, or you're on a Santee Cooper rig, that's going to happen. Speaking of Santee Cooper, let's see. One time this work, you recommend? I think, what are those? On the Santee Cooper, depends on how big your baits are. Give me just a second and I'm going to show you some corks and some baits. That's a good question though. Let me get this piece of chicken back on here, fresh piece, because our goal is to try and catch a fish today if we can, real quick, if they'll cooperate with us. So I'm going to get down here and get a chunk of chicken really fast and get this bait back out. And then I'm going to answer that question for you. All right, come on, chicken. Let's get on here. You got fish to go catch. And chicken is a wonderful, wonderful bait. Now, a lot of people think birds are not natural to fish. But some of you, I've seen the videos where they will come up and snatch baby ducklings out of the water. Birds get shot and drop in the water. Farms have been along the riverbanks for years, and the chickens get out there or they die, and you have flooding that comes up in there and these birds die. Fish have been eating birds for a long time. All right, let's get that one way back out there. Nice. That was a beautiful cast, y'all. Give me a thumbs up on that cast. I don't know if y'all saw it. That one worked out well. Had to redeem myself after that last one. All right, let me get those corks. He's asked about Santee Cooper rigs and what size corks I like to use. And I'm gonna try and grab some and show y'all what I like. Now again, on your Santee Cooper, also the amount of weight you're going to use, well, excuse me, the bait size is going to determine that. Some baits have more buoyancy, and some, like chicken and so on, just don't float that well. Now this is I think what, 2.5, 3 inch right here float. It's the bigger of these cigar shapes, right, that you normally have. And then if I go for really, really, really big ones, big pieces of bait that I know is not going to float real well in a Santee Cooper, I'll use these larger oval shape corks right here. All right, everybody see that, I hope. Again, now in the difference, I think these are a 2, if I remember. I think these are about a 2 inch. And so I put that actual cork, not the peg there. I think this is right around a 3, 2.5 or 3 on these right here. Somebody can correct me if you know exactly what size that is for that, okay? Some people like to use those Santee Cooper rigs and they use much smaller ones. I don't, all right? Because I change baits out so often. And again, I don't know if it's going to be one that has more buoyancy and it's going to float more or not. All right, I'm going to put these up and get back to looking at these rods real quick, because we don't want to miss anything. Again, got my clickers on, and we're hoping for the best today. Again, I'm trying to turn that where you guys can see those rods. Okay, guys, did I just see something? Nope, there it is. There was a tug right here, this middle rod, and again, that's chicken, and I hope you can see that. It's bouncing a little bit. Bouncing a little bit. I'm gonna turn this. Again, it's the center rod. My bluegill over there just is swimming, but he ain't drawing no attention. All right, again, right here, And we're getting some little taps on it right there. Little taps. I'm looking for the big tap, y'all. Now I do have my clickers on this as well. Also on bank fishing, if you're just setting it over something like that, whether it's like we call those forking sticks or whatever, um, okay, whether it's the forking sticks or a fork stick, right? Or you're using a rod holder where you just lean it over. I'll show you something that I recommend here in just a second. You don't want your rod to be so much over. A lot of times you'll try, some people want to have them really, really high up in the air. More so almost like my cinder block rod holder over there. But, you know, and they'll try and stick so much rod up in there. All right. Well, you don't have to do that. And some, of course, you've seen the ones where they're just horizontal. But what I like to do is, I'm going to shine this down, or pan this down here a little bit. And maybe you can see what I'm talking about. Right in here, all right. What I like to do is make sure at least one eye is on this side of that bar, all right? So they're not just pulling my whole gear, my rod and everything out and running off with them. If some of you I know are spend more money than I do on gear, and but you know, when you're when your reels are 200 or more and your $100 rods are higher and things like that, when you've got 250 or 300 or $500 worth of gear in a rod and reel, sometimes you don't want them swimming off. Guarantee it. You don't want them swimming off. So I do that little trick right there. Well, I make sure at least that last eye is where it's sitting right there, and if it's pulled, it's gonna just hit that and kind of be a little stop. Okay, guys, chicken one just pulled really, really good. There it goes, and I'm gonna pick that rod up and give it a little slack for a second, and then see if it starts to swim off. Woo, come on, baby. Come on, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Take it. Take it, take it. That's some good little tugs, y'all. Are you down there just setting with it? Holding it? I don't know. If they were after that chicken, y'all. They were hitting it. Ooh, come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. Give me a thumbs up if you got a song you sing when you're fishing to help the bite. Come on, don't be shy. A lot of us have them fishing songs in our head. We like to sing to get them to bite. You know, what we're doing there. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Right? Tighten that line back up just a little bit. I'm gonna set it back down and let it just stay there a minute. Oops, as I kick the other handle. I'm gonna let it sit. Oh, there it goes. He's still thinking about it. He's still thinking about it, y'all. It says tap to retry. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is telling me tap to retry. Something went wrong. How many of y'all are there with me right now? Are you telling me I'm losing my signal right now at the time we were getting bites? Is that what it was? Something went wrong. I don't know if y'all can see me. It doesn't show anybody. I'm gonna try and turn my device. I'm gonna turn it back up. I knew it was gonna do that. And tap to retry. Something has gone wrong, terribly wrong, folks. Uh, I may have totally lost the signal while I'm sitting here getting bites. Now, I'm letting this video run anyway. I'm going to let it run. If I've lost y'all, I apologize. Hopefully, we can get a signal back if that's the case and get this going. But if I end up catching a fish here, I don't want y'all to miss it. We're 41 minutes into the show right now this morning. So we got at least 19 minutes to fish, and we were getting a bite. All right. Some of y'all might have saw that right before it kicked off. I don't know, but it's on the chicken. It's that center rod. If you've been following me, it's the center rod. It says something went wrong. YouTube is sabotaging me today, y'all. If it ain't the Penta and tugboats, it's YouTube sabotaging me. Something is been going on the last couple days, one way or the other. All right, the line's getting hit again. All right, so, it just tugged hard that time, y'all. I'm wondering if it's just down there pecking at it. Let me turn this camera around again. You may or may not see this. I may be the only one that ever sees this. All right, but I'm gonna turn this back around, see if y'all can see this. It's the center rod, and it's been getting hits, and I'm not sure if there's a fish on down there or something just keeps hitting it, just pecking at it. But we're going to reel down on it here in just a minute, because if it's a dink, well, he's probably not ever going to take the hook anyway. And if it is something on there, I'd just like to go ahead and get him, you know. So I'm going to pick this up. Take that clicker off, tighten the line just a little bit. Now, right now, I'm in this zone where I'm thinking I want to set the hook. I don't. I am using circle hooks, so I am going to reel down on it. I don't feel any added weight, and that's something small, and it's just coming to me. Nope. No fish, y'all. Plenty of bites. No fish. It was on chicken. Look at that. They about pulled it off. They mutilated my chicken down there, y'all. But I'm going to quickly put the hook back through it again. And it's not the freshest, but I'm going to throw it back out in that area as fast as I can. And if he's still out there, well, or one of his cousins or whatever, that chicken is going back out there for him. All right. Yeah, gonna y'all. I hate this YouTube thing that's done kicked y'all out. Again, it says tap to retry. I am tapping. It says something went wrong. Yes, I see that. But hopefully, guys, we'll catch the rest of the show later on. I'm gonna go ahead and check my night crawler. Hopefully, it will upload the entirety of this episode. I'm gonna bring this in. I'm gonna check my bluegill too, y'all. Guess what, y'all? My night crawler is fully intact. I didn't even want my night crawler. I'm gonna cast this a little shorter. Maybe hit that ledge right there. Maybe hit that ledge and come up with something. I'm gonna go down here and check my bluegill, see what he's been up to. I haven't seen a lot of activity out of him. Oh, he's still there, feisty as ever. Feisty as ever. We'll cast him back out right there, that little ledge. Put my clicker back on. I'm gonna keep this open though. If he wants to swim or something wants to pull with him, let him run with it. Let him run with it. All right. So again, I've got my my bluegill out here. Why is YouTube teasing me? It says tap to try again. I'm tapping. It ain't working. But I'm gonna turn it sideways again. We're gonna do everything we can here. Tap, tap, tap. Don't know why it's locked. Turn this back up. Just not sure, folks. Not sure what YouTube has done to me today. I'll turn this back out on the 3 rods. Again, the 3 rods are running nightcrawler, chicken breast, and fresh, pretty fresh skipjack chunks. And I did cut the gut pocket out of the chicken. Now, I see we're at a little angle. I'm gonna try and correct that on this stand. You gotta do your rod holders. You gotta do your camera stand. Man, you gotta adjust everything when you're down here YouTube bank fishing. I tell you, there is a lot to it. We're at almost 48 minutes in the show. Today we have had more action today by far than we have yesterday, but we're still 0 on the fish count right now. Now yesterday, as some of you know, if you've been watching, I did catch fish yesterday. I caught 3 bluegill to bring with me today, and a bluegill is alive and out there swimming around and has done nothing for me at this point. Nightcrawler has done nothing for me. We have the chicken has been hit several times out there today, and I've had a few taps and hits, and something chewed up my my skipjack also. So we've had some nibbles, we've had some things going on, but we've got nothing on the bank to show for it right now. And that's just the way it goes. Again, if you're tuning in and you're not watching this live, I can tell you that because YouTube is not, we've lost our signal apparently. Show's still running. Hopefully it's still recording properly. Shows it's still recording. And so we're still doing that and trying. It's showing live, but saying something went wrong. I'm tapping it, and I don't know whether it's just knocked out the live chat. It's not showing people, any of y'all tuning in right now. So I don't know. I don't know if it's not, or it is, or it's going to be an extension of the live. But anyway, as you know, we've had some bites today going on, which is way more than we had yesterday. Now, again, today's specialty bait was live bluegill. Not getting anything on it. The only bites that have come have been on the chicken breast and the skipjack chunk. Okay. Now, tomorrow, again, if you're watching this, if you're the 2 people that watch the live show when it's not live, especially after it wasn't live because it got cut off, whatever, you understand. Tomorrow, my guest tomorrow to join me is Miss Tammy. She is going to be with me tomorrow as we bank fish, coffee, and chat. Speaking of coffee, my coffee's still back here. And whew, it's been another one of them crazy mornings, y'all. I don't know. Yesterday, it was with the ship, the Pinta, the tugboat, the barges, the tourist vehicles, and all this stuff coming in, and the planes coming over and maybe messing up the signal. We had, a few barges come down, which, it's going to happen. We just had everything stacked against us, and I only had 2 baits in the water due to the fact, as some of you already know, that I was so worried the law was going to run me off because of where I was fishing so close to that the boat, the Pinta there. I didn't get in trouble. This outlaw got his fishing in and got out of there. Caught no fish, but I got my fishing in. It's about fishing, not necessarily catching. And that's what it turned out to be, fishing, no catching. So uh, we're hoping to turn that around. Now tomorrow, we've picked out a really, really cool spot. And we were holding off on that one until Tammy could join us. So maybe if we have good luck tomorrow, maybe it's Tammy. Maybe it's just the spot, all right, that we're going to be fishing. So who knows? I hope you can join us for that, right? Also, as I told yesterday, some of the headlines from yesterday as far as the things we talked about yesterday, King Cat tournament series and stuff like that. They're going to be in Owensboro, Kentucky, my hometown, y'all. That's going to be in May of next year. All right? It's going to be a huge tournament right down there on the Ohio River. There's going to be a lot of boats down there, folks. A lot of people down there for this. Guarantee it. Some good prize money, I'm sure. Now, that's going to be taking place, like I said, in May of next year. And there's something else with it. Maybe you're not a tournament fisherman, right? But you might want to see them weigh in some big old pigs, so that'd be a good place to go. But they also got something else going on. King Cat is going to be having an expo, hunting and fishing expo, right there at the same spot, basically. All right. So at the convention center there in Owensboro, beautiful convention center built just a few years ago now, and so come down, enjoy that, meet myself and Miss Tammy if you're in the area, hopefully, and enjoy Owensboro, Kentucky. You need to walk the downtown area down there. It's just beautiful, the millions of dollars they have spent to beautify our downtown. Now, I was speaking of Savannah, Georgia, and at one time, and it may still be, Savannah, Georgia was considered a sister city. We went down there and looked at Savannah and the River Street down there and got some ideas on what they wanted to turn or develop Owensboro's riverfront into. So that's where some of the ideas came from, folks. So if you didn't know that, now you do. All right. So be sure to check out that. We've got tons of restaurants down there, tons of hotels. Shouldn't have a problem finding a place to stay down here, whether you're down here to fish, check out the expo, or both, or you're just coming down here to look for some deals on some fishing gear. You coming down here maybe to meet some YouTubers like Miss Tammy and myself, or I'm sure there'll probably be a few others that come out here and join us down here as well. And we look forward to having them. If you're a YouTuber down here, want to welcome you, to Owensboro. And so come on down to my hometown. Let's shake your hand and welcome you to our town here. So be sure to come on down for that. Folks, it's day 2. Now, in an hour's fishing time, there's not a lot of time on the riverbank a lot of times for an hour worth of fishing time to catch fish. We had bites. But day 2, in 2 hours, we have not now caught fish. It's improved. We've had bites. We've had bites today. Had a hook cleaned off and things like that. They stole my chicken breast off one of my hooks, and then they mutilated another one. Mutilated my skipjack chunk on one. Refreshed them baits, and we've had a few little tip taps bites, but no big cats are wanting to play right now. We're gonna find them. We're gonna find them. The hunt is on, y'all. The hunt is on. But like I said, Miss Tammy is here tomorrow joining me. We're going to be back at it. And we got a cool spot tomorrow. again, hopefully my Wi-Fi holds out tomorrow, or we get a good signal tomorrow, and the and the camera hopefully will act correct and let us point this thing or angle it in the direction it's supposed to be angled for tomorrow's show. But thanks you guys so much, so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Be sure, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, be sure to do that. We'd love to have you as we continue to grow this little thing and see what it could become. Now, again, don't forget, tomorrow after Miss Tammy and I do a live show in the morning, if we got that truck back, we're getting driftwood in the water. We're going out, we're going to find the fish and put out a regular episode. So if you miss some of our regular episodes, go watch some of the old ones. Don't go back too far because those are just ugly, silly. But if you miss those type of episodes, hopefully we'll be able to get one together and put it out real soon after fishing tomorrow. All right. So as of right now, guys, just doesn't look like it's going to happen within this hour. Just doesn't look like it's going to happen. Again, YouTube done kicked us off, or the Wi-Fi did, or something. So this recording at this point has been going on this live show, not live. So it's a blend. It's a live / after the fact also non-live video. So if you joined us, again, I appreciate it. It was nice chatting with some of you guys today. Hopefully we can chat with more of you tomorrow and catch some fish. You guys did bring me a little bit better luck today by getting some more bites than we had yesterday, but we still got that voodoo on us a little bit or something. Voodoo, we got to get that bad juju stuff off of us and start getting these fish. I'm thinking that most of these fish are off the beds now, or whatever, or hopefully they are. They should be eating, and if they're not, it should be just a matter of days before they're really getting out there and aggressively hitting. So we're looking forward to that. But we're looking forward to getting driftwood out there too and going to find some fish. So anyway, give us a thumbs up, guys, for this episode. Appreciate you watching. If you were watching and did get cut off earlier, I do apologize. You know, satellites, the Wi-Fi, I don't know. Everything's against us right now. But we're going to keep hammering away at it. We're going to hammer away at it, dude. And we're going to catch some fish sooner or later. Me and Miss Tammy will be on the banks tomorrow fishing for some coffee, chat, and catfishing. Hoping you guys can join us tomorrow as we do that. All right, you guys, again, we definitely appreciate you joining us. We're going to call it a day. We're going to pack it up, head to the house, come up with our new strategy for tomorrow, get things set, and get ready. Hopefully, we're fishing twice tomorrow. Once live, and then out on the river in driftwood. So, you guys stay tuned for that, right? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you're fishing, I hope your luck's been better than mine. We'll see y'all soon. Take care.